Greetings, fellow Romans, and welcome to the Roman News Network, providing quality news coverage since 27 BC.
Alrighty then. Tonight we have a very special batch of news for your own viewing pleasure. Recent reports indicate that Octavius Caesar, Mark Antony, and Lepidus were all seen conversing with each other, possibly planning to avenge the recent death of our esteemed leader, Julius Caesar, who will be missed greatly. Unfortunately, reports also indicated that the two men, Mark Antony and Caesar, were talking very poorly about Lepidus, comparing him to what, a horse?
That cannot speak good of Rome, but what an incredible use of a metaphor. However, we will never know what their plans were when they were conversing, as they all declined to comment on the issue. On the opposing end, however, Brutus and Cassius were both recently seen arguing in their camp before retreating to a nearby tent.
Yes, according to our sources, it seemed that both of the men were very upset, that is to say Brutus and Cassius, and they didn't seem to want any of their soldiers to know what they were arguing about. However, we still managed to snag an interview with a couple of the soldiers from our very own wonderful web. Going to him, live on the scene.
Joe, tell me what juicy news you have for us tonight.
Oh, well, I overheard our General Brutus talking about his wife, Portia. Apparently she killed herself by eating hot coals or something. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but either way, it doesn't sound very good for our general right now. Also, can you confirm if he saw the ghost of Julius Caesar, or if that's just a rumor going around the camp?
I cannot confirm that rumor. Alright, well, thank you for that report, Joe. This clearly shows that Brutus is in great distress and coming battle tomorrow.
Are you troubled by strange noises in the night?
Do you experience feelings of dread in your basement or attic?
Have you or your household ever seen a spook, specter, or ghost? The answer is yes to any of these questions. Call right now to Owen Busters. We're ready to believe you. Don't be like this guy. Seek out help now.
Fellow Romans, are you tired of measly weapons that don't do the job of vanquishing your opponents immediately so that you can watch their miserable eyes fade into darkness as they remove themselves from this miserable world?
I know I sure am.
Hey, you just need to get this bow. It's pretty neat. Hello, Evan. Here at the RNN, we're back at it again with some more breaking news. But first, Rob on the weather.
Hello there, fellow Romans. I'm your local weatherman, Rob McCormick, and as you can see, I'm a professional. So, coming in to the east, we got some major, heavy foreshadowing right here when Brutus sees Julius Caesar's ghost. Now, as we all have heard the rumors, Caesar told Brutus that he'll see him at Philippi, which, you know, I mean, it seems like it's probably going to be cloudy with the chance of, dead Brutus, because, well, if a ghost sees you, you're probably going to die. So we can assume that this is the approach of Brutus. And I would say that concludes our weather for today. Back to you, Logan.
Yeet. Hello, fellow Romans. Through an intense investigation over the last couple of days, we've learned a lot of stuff about our righteous rulers and our esteemed senators. Here's some of it.
Yes, so based solely off of the reports of the several arguments between Brutus and Cassius, we've been able to learn a lot about who they are as people. Brutus, notably, and we've known this for quite a while now, but this has only been reinforced, that he is very honorable. We can tell this is the case because when a man named Lucius Pello is caught accepting bribes, he immediately does the honorable thing, which is to kill him, as that is the due punishment. Now, Cassius is not happy with that decision. We kind of learn that he's more practical because he knows that the more men they have for battles and such, the better. So he doesn't really see the point in going on an honor code that's that strict. Also, we learn he's really stubborn because he is not happy with Brutus. They argue quite a bit. He does eventually listen and accept that decision, but that's only because he knows he kind of needs Brutus. So we learn that he's very practical.
Some other people we learn about are Lepidus and Antony. Lepidus, we learn, is that he is very brutal and he will do anything for the sake of Rome. And we know this because he's willing to kill his own brother for the sake of Rome. And Antony, we learn about his loyalty. We know he's loyal to Caesar even in death, When Caesar's dead, Antony is still fighting to avenge him by killing the people who killed him. Thank you, Romans. That's all we have for today. We will see you next time with more incredible news on the Roman News Network.